Well, happy Christmas Eve. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, but you can call me Pajama Grandma in my silky soft pajamas today. Today is day 338 of my What's She Up To Now, me sharing my journey of what I'm doing as I transition from the brick and mortar world, the offline world of like real businesses, real physical businesses, to the online world of business. And the distinction for me is an online world of business means that most of what happens in that particular business actually happens remotely or automatically or with systems and processes and procedures that are carried out in the clouds or online and on the internet. And brick and mortar businesses are where the rubber meets the road and where things actually happen, where the publishing and the product creation, the physical products are made and shipped and delivered, and quality control and manufacturing and all those things, and, restaurants and delivery and hair salons, nail salons, and all the other plethora of businesses that exist in the world. And how it's important, I think, nowadays to have a component of both. You have to have almost nowadays an online presence if you're going to be found or known at all. And that's a topic for another day, because that's a really big topic. It's a really big subject about how do people become aware of us in this very, very noisy, unbelievably noisy world we live in now. How do you find out about things? How do you find out about different businesses or products or services that you want to have in your life? How do you find out about them? It's not just social media, although a lot of online folks would have you believe it's just social media. It's still a great big world out there, and social media is a component of it, but it's not the be all and end all. Online businesses and online retail is not, it's a huge ever-growing trend, and I think it's a wave of the future, but I think people will still always want to have experiences where they interact with other human beings. At least I hope in my lifetime it stays that way. So today is Christmas Eve. What am I working on? Well, of course, I'm wrapping presents and filling stockings and hanging out with family and probably doing some cooking. But I probably won't do a whole lot for my businesses. I'll create my content, I'll create my videos, and I will process them, meaning I'll share them on the internet. But that is probably the extent of what I'll do today. I might send out a couple of course, Merry Christmas messages and a couple of invites to ask about the Women's Summit, because I have not gotten in touch with a lot of the influencers that I want to participate in these next Women's Summits. The first one, there's a couple people for the first one I'd like to chat with and see if they would like to participate. And then there's I want to start planning and planting the seeds and getting people involved for all of the summits so that that's mapped out for the whole 2019 year. And there's so many amazing women. It's so fun meeting all these women and seeing what they do and how they do it and what's unique and special and different about them. Knowing that there is something unique and special and different and amazing about all of us, and that, we all live in this world that tries to convince us that there's this scarcity and lack and that there isn't enough for everybody. But the truth is there's plenty for everybody, more than we could ever imagine. We just have to put ourselves out there so people know how we can help them, and then they will come to us. But those are the best people, the ones that find us because they resonate and they can relate to us. Those are the best, most fun people to work with. Everybody else, there's somebody else that they should be working with, not with me, not with you. So that is my short little message for today. I'm sure I could share a bunch of messages, but I'm going to sip my coffee, think about and look at the pile of stuff I have to deal with today, and just enjoy my family and people I love and care about. And I encourage you to do the same, because we all need days where we shift the balance from work to people, and remember that experiences and relationships are really all that ever matter. All this running and charging and working and hustling and pushing forward and going for it and all the what other terms you'd want to say, they're cool if you need to be motivated to move toward what it is that you want to create in life, but they're also unnecessary. We don't have to hustle for what we want. I know that that's not a very popular opinion, especially if you ask Gary Vee or somebody, but that's because so many people, and I think his message is so strong on that, and Grant Cardone too, and Russell Brunson, everybody that I follow, they have this hustle mentality sort of. And I think that they do that because the vast majority of people on the planet have no initiative, no motivation, and no hustle, no work ethic. And it's sad but true. And it's because it's been bred into us. It's been bred into humans that they can do the minimum to get by and be successful. And that is one of the biggest lies on this planet. That's one of the biggest lies on earth. But you also don't need to hustle, hustle, hustle to create the life that you want. But you do have to create the life that you want. And there's a simple, couple step process to doing that. And if you know it, boom, life is easy and fun and exciting. Doesn't mean there aren't bad things that happen. It doesn't mean there aren't challenges. It doesn't mean we don't get our hearts broken. It doesn't mean we don't have illnesses. It doesn't mean bad things don't happen to other people around us. It just means we know how to deal with it and create the life that we want. So that's it. Go out and have a fantastic day. And I will see you tomorrow or talk to you tomorrow. Even though it's Christmas Day, I'll still be here. Bye. Take care.